Okay, today we are going to, I'm going to show you how to download. I'm using a Samsung tablet to show you how to download the Blue Dot app onto the tablet here and sync it up with the Healy. This is the second device I'm using, so we're going to go through how to do that. I have a file here on my email. This is the first thing we need to do is on this new device is to make sure that the device has the master key on it. So I have here Healy master key Maria. So that's a file that I have. I'm going to go ahead and open it. It's here. And then I'm going to go ahead and just click on it. And it says Chrome needs to access storage to download file. I'm going to say continue. Allow Chrome. See, on Healy, you just kind of allow everything. Allow everything. Mail google.com wants to download multiple files. Say allow. It's downloading the master key because I see it down here at the bottom. Perfect. I'm not going to open it. Don't need to open it. It's now saved on this device. I can save it to an internal file, but now it is on the device and the Healy will look for it. So I'm going to go ahead and say, that's good. I'm going to get out of this. I have gone to my Healy Play Store and I have typed in Healy. And if you see right below it, it says Healy Resonance app. So I'm going to go ahead and click yes. And now we can see that there's a blue dot, a pink dot, and the Heal Advisor, and then the Healy Watch is probably here somewhere. I'm not seeing it at the moment. Probably if I typed in Healy Watch, we would find it. But right now, I just want I'm going to want both of these on here, but I'm just going to say for right now, the blue dot, and I'm going to say install. We know it's the blue dot because the gray icon with the blue dot. Perfect. It's done. I'm going to go ahead and say open, and I'm going to turn on the Healy. These are all of the release notes that they just did on all of the updates. I'm going to say OK. I'm going to say next. I have a Healy. I would like to log in. You can also start a demo. So if you're lending this to a friend, you can also say start a demo and it'll run that. It'll run it exactly the way it is without saving anything into any filing system. Yes, I want to connect. I'm going to allow everything. It is now scanning for the Bluetooth. I'm going to say scan for Healy's just in case I didn't do that. I'm going to click out and I'm going to try again. It's taking a little while. This device has not been used in this office building before. It's not wanting to, so I'm going to click here and I'm actually going to close the app. I'm going to close everything here. Okay, let's go find the Blue Dot app. Let's start over. My Healy is still on. I'm going to go through these steps again. I have a Healy. Log in. Yes, I would like to register it in the cloud. Okay, we're going to try something else. This is good that this is happening. I'm going to go back to that Play Store. And I'm going to type in Healy into the search bar. And now I'm just going to go for the Healy app. That's the Pink Dot app. So I'm going to go ahead and download that. Why I'm doing this right now is then I can go ahead and I can connect this device with the QR code on the back of the device with the serial number, and that may affect how the Bluetooth is running. So I'm going to say yes to my cameras, to my records, to my location. Say next, next. Is your Healy switched on? It is. I'm going to say okay. Location, I need to turn it on. So I forgot to turn it on in the beginning. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to close it. I'm going to go back into it. Okay. Sometimes it's easiest just to start over. My Healy is still on. There we go. Scan. Not wanting to do that, which is it's doing all the really cool things, which is forcing me to show you how to do it. So that's really good. The colons will be autofilled. So I'm just going to type 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. And then the last 6 digits are always a little bit different. 03, 5D, 33. Okay, connect. Okay, now we have the Bluetooth going. This is what comes up all the time. Sometimes it may come up that you have just the blue screen and you think that you have only those programs, and it's very frustrating. But what has to happen is the device and the cloud and the Healy have to triangulate. They have to make this nice triangle that is, you know, the device, the Healy, and the cloud. It all has to connect together so that the cloud knows what device you bought and what programs are associated with that serial number. So what we're going to do is we're going to click settings, and then we're going to check for updates. Just because the dial stops doesn't mean that it's locked. It just means that it's searching and it's working, and you just wait briefly. This is a resonance, so there's a lot of programs. So there it started again. It's saying that an update is available. Okay. So now it's continuing the update. You notice my green dot is now off because it's not broadcasting anything. Right now, the Bluetooth is just going. Healy makes you be patient. So a lot of people would just close the screen and say, I can't get in because we're such a hurried society. But really, it just takes some time to get all the information. So this dial will start moving here in a minute once all of those programs have been loaded. And then it'll bring up another prompt that says your download was successful. There it is. So I'm going to say the update of the program configuration test has been successfully completed. Okay, there are my programs. Okay, so I already have this on a different device, but now it has been synced to this particular Healy and this serial number. So I'm going to close this pink dot app. The Bluetooth will go off because I've closed the app. Now I'm going to try the Bluetooth again. So or the blue dot. So I'm going to Now I'm going to try the blue dot app again. So I'm going to press my Healy on so that it's on and it's blinking. And I'm going to go ahead and press the Heal Advisor Analysis app. And then you'll just go through the prompts. Yes, I have a Healy. Yes, I would like to log in. Please connect your Healy to register the cloud. Yes, I'd like to do that. Now that it's synced with the Bluetooth once, hopefully it will be a little more apt to recognize it. The Bluetooth isn't going yet, but it is showing my serial number, so it is registering it now. You see where it says not connected? So some people will just leave it like this, and it doesn't say press here to connect, but really you do. You have to just press the bar and it'll start connecting. Now my Bluetooth and my green dot are going. Now it's going to ask me for my email for this account. This is weird doing this laying down. Okay, and then the password associated with my account. Okay, and then I'm going to toggle these buttons right here. I'm just going to touch them so that they start. That starts that, and I'm going to say log in. Okay. Now it wants me to import the master key. Do I want to save this password? Not now. But it says import master key. So I'm going to say yes, because I already have it. Remember, we opened it up already. It's going to go looking for it. And then I just have to find it. So there's my screenshots. It'd be really good if I couldn't find it, and then I'll show you how we go find it. Go recent. I'm going to say downloads. See where it said downloads? I should go back to that again. See where it said downloads. Okay, I'm going to click downloads. And there it is. There's my master key. So I'm going to click on it. And now it's doing its thing. So see that the Healy can't read the master key when it's enveloped in an email. The master key actually has to be in a file somewhere on your new device. And that can be just in downloads. It doesn't have to be saved to your pages or your internal files or your Samsung notes or anything like that. It can be. You can certainly save it on your desktop somewhere. But just having it in downloads is enough. And if you have it there, you'll at least know where to look. So encryption is in process, and I do have fairly speedy Wi-Fi here. So let's see. Import successful. Master key has successfully been imported. Okay. Sync changes. Yes, I would love to sync changes because I would love to be able to run this device on this Healy on this device. Here is another part where it takes some time, and people will just, if it stays, depending on your Wi-Fi and your Bluetooth signal combined, this could take a little while. So again, Healy is teaching patience. Just as a side note, if you are trying to get your Blue Dot app to sync up with all of the new changes, and you're using your existing device and your existing Healy that you've been using for quite a while now, the synchronization process will take about the same amount of time. I'm going to show you where to get to that here. As soon as this is done, we're at 96%. You're finishing up. Success. That was right about 10 minutes. Okay, here we are. It's downloaded and ready to go. But before we do this, I want to make sure that people understand where there could be some issues moving forward with all of the syncing that has to happen. See how the gear is still turning. What I want to do is I want to click on the gear, and then I want to go up here to where it says Cloud Settings. Click on Cloud Settings. And then see how it's spinning here? Okay, it's downloading the lists. I'm going to click on Use My Mobile Data as well as my Wi-Fi for this, because sometimes it makes it go a little bit quicker. So since the synchronization has already happened, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and toggle all of these off. I'm going to actually stop the synchronization process. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to start a scan. And all of my information is there. So I'm just going to scan. It's going to try to pick up my Bluetooth again. Now, did you notice that the Bluetooth wasn't on that entire time? The Bluetooth wasn't blinking, but it was still downloading. Okay, connect to the database. There's my databases, and I can go ahead and do a scan if I wanted to. See how the gear is still going. So I just want to make sure that I have those toggled off. I do. Okay, so now let's go ahead and let's close this entire app. Okay, the Bluetooth was stopped. My Healy's still running because there's a program running from a previous program that I did run. So it's still on. I'm going to go ahead and click on the Blue Dot app again, and I'm going to come in. Bluetooth started. And see the gear isn't moving anymore. Okay. On occasion, I will want to go in here, and I see it said the last sync happened 3 minutes ago, 50 changes waiting. That's because I stopped it in progress. If I hit these toggle buttons again and I went ahead and sync changes, it would start that process again. This whole component is happening because they're doing so many upgrades and so many changes right now, and your device may want to keep resyncing and resyncing and resyncing every single time you turn on your Healy. So what I'm recommending, come to the gear, hit Cloud Settings. Even if the gear is spinning, toggle those buttons off, and then go ahead and start your scan. That should clear up any issues with syncing getting in the way of the Healy functioning properly. But this has been my little demo. Hopefully this has helped. But do go back in on occasion to that gear and hit Cloud Settings and come down here, and it will say full synchronization, and you can hit that. Toggle those on again. See, and it's asking me, do I want to start? And I said yes, so it'll actually start syncing again. But I really don't want to do that right now. And there we go. So I'm just going to let it be there. And then I can swipe the app closed, or I can go ahead and do a scan. Hopefully that has helped you.